Plaintiff, Irma Phillips, has known the defendant for years, so Irma rented a party venue from her for her 50th birthday party. However, Irma claims the defendant failed to decorate in the agreed-upon colors, and the venue was filthy, so she's suing for a refund. Defendant LaToya Walls says on the day of the event, Irma never complained about the decorations, and she insists the venue was clean and ready for the party. She's countersuing because she claims Irma badmouthed her company on social media.
All rise. This court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Greg Mathis presiding. You may now be seated.
Start with you.
I've been knowing Toya for half of her whole life.
Okay.
Me and her mother, really good friends. Still, we still good friends. Let's make this clear for the record. We still good friends. And Toya, growing up, she was, a little wild and, did what she wanted to do. But for the most part, Toya grew up to be a well-grown woman.
Good.
And I honored that, and I watched her. Same way with my process, for me, coming from living the lifestyle that I lived at one time, and being 16 years clean, free from heroin. Mm-hmm. And so she watched my struggles, and I watched her struggles. And I had reached out to.
What years were you on heroin?
From 1990, my mother passed in 90, from 94 up until maybe 2000, up until 2006, off and on. Because
I used no heroin then, everybody was on crack.
No, not me.
The only one on heroin in that whole block.
Cocaine was too fast for me.
Where did you get it from? When nobody was selling heroin.
I was selling it. I was selling heroin. And
selling it to yourself. When nobody else using heroin.
I mean, they say you become your best customer, and I became my best customer.
Unfortunately, it's back now with a vengeance.
Absolutely.
All right, and how did you recover? I like to hear recovery stories.
I was tired of letting my kids down. Mm-hmm. And in the process of me being tired of letting my kids down, I had an epiphany one day. Went outside, I had 2 bags of cocaine left to sell, and the police rolled up. I opened up my hand and I surrendered and didn't even know it. And it happened in 2006, and I've been clean since 2006, so I've been clean for 16 years now.
How old are your children?
My oldest child is 32. My second child, he is 20.
How many?
28. I have 3 girls and 1 boy.
Okay.
And my last 2, they are 22.
Okay.
With them having a really good father, he kind of shielded them from my madness.
Good. Give me some background on yourself, young lady.
Hey, Judge Mathis, I'm LaToya Walls. I have 6 kids. I'm not perfect, like she said. When I was young, I was.
You on heroin too?
No, sir.
Crack?
No, sir.
Oxycontin?
No, none of that. Nothing.
Percocet?
No, never. No. A little weed here and there. A little weed, smoke weed sometimes.
Oh, well, we all on that.
Yeah.
Everybody in here on weed.
Yeah.
All right. So.
Yeah. So so by the time I was troubled teen, gang
kind of trouble
in the gang.
Running with gang.
Yeah. But that stabbed at 13. By 16, I was pregnant with my first child.
What city? Here in Chicago?
Yeah, west side of Chicago. I grew up on the west side.
What part of town?
Cicero, Superior, Chicago Avenue, up in there, So, by the time I was 16, I got pregnant with my first child. By the time I was 20, I had 4 kids. So I never lived a normal teenage life and stuff. So, but as I got older, I knew I had to change my life. So I found God.
Where was he?
He was always in my spirit. you know.
Okay, because you were the one lost then.
Yeah, I was the one lost. So,
You only found things.
well, I found myself then.
I found you.
Yeah.
All right, you were lost.
Yeah, I was lost.
I
Right,
like
correct.
to tease people when they say that. I
Yeah.
found God. God.
Yeah, he wasn't ever right. I was the one lost. So yeah, so
But good. And
he was-
you joined you're part of a fellowship now, a church now?
yes, I go to Living Word, Bill Winston.
Okay, and he helped you recover?
Yeah, I had started.
Is that the church you turned to?
No, it
when
was
you straightening your life out?
It was on 43rd in Michigan. I had went to J.D. Anderson, which is Centennial. Mm-hmm. That was the church that like changed my life. You know, so felt the spirit, changed my life. You know what I'm saying? So I always had to have my own, like, you know, I always had to, because I.
How old are you?
I'm 36 now.
Okay.
I had became an entrepreneur, and which is I have 3 different venues. And
That's what we hear about, the venue, right? You want a refund on your venue. So you have 3 halls?
yes, I have 3 different venues, which is like I'm just become a business owner. You know what I'm saying? But I have been blessed so fast, and you know, it's overcome me so fast. So, you know, but you know, I've been getting harassed by the police because I'm African American running.
They come in and ticket you.
And I have all my paperwork right and everything. They still, the man came, basically, the the inspector told me, I'm going to shut you down for good this time, and I'm going to make sure.
What's the name of your venues?
Latoya's Place.
Latoya's Place? Mm-hmm. Which one are you getting the most problems from?
That's where I'm getting it from. I have 2 on
Where?
the same North Avenue.
Well, you know the alder person there? Congressperson?
I know the alderman, but it's very hard for me to get in touch with her because like they don't deal with like people with small businesses and stuff like that.
Oh, yes, they do.
Yeah, so.
The aldermen do. Yes, they do. And you have to be a little aggressive with politicians sometimes.
Yeah.
And so that's what I advise. Contact your alderman if they want help. I'd go to some of the civil rights groups if you think that might be a racial issue. Go to NAACP and ask them if they would help, and talk to somebody about what you believe to be harassment based on race. Because I do know that that happens all over the country when they don't want a certain clientele in a certain community, whether it's race-based or whether it's poor or whatever the case is. We don't want them building over here. So get at Irish bar tickets every day. We don't want Irish people over in this neighborhood, or we don't want black people coming downtown to an all-black club downtown. So let's ticket them out of business. Yeah. That does happen.
That's what they do.
And so, that's what you have to do, though. All right, and I'm glad to hear you got 3 businesses or 3 venues. She's going to tell me about the experience she's had with one of them. Yeah. So tell me what happened here.
Okay, so I reached out to her at the end of May, and it was a really nice, the pictures that she had been posting was really nice. So it wasn't a question, okay, I'll just stick with who I know. So when I reached out to her right away, she told me, in order for me to secure your place, you have to give me a deposit. I said, okay, fine. So I sent her a $100 deposit the same day that I talked to her, the same day I asked her about the venue. So the color scheme was supposed to be gold and white for $50 and Tiffany blue for $40, because I just turned 50 July the 14th. So stepping into my golden years, who would have ever thought, not myself, I would be able to turn 50 alive, well, and doing well for myself. If you can look on page 1, it clearly say at the top, gold and white and Tiffany blue. And then the time was supposed to be from 7 to 11. And then the date on there is July the 17th.
Okay.
The second deposit I gave her was 5/7/21. That was for $300. I sent her another deposit, I sent her another payment of $300 on 7/8. When we met on the 9th, I had cash. So I gave her the rest in cash. I gave her the $100 in
cash. Is there
cash.
a dispute as to whether she gave you $800?
No, I'm not
She
disputing.
did give you $800?
Correct. The problem came in is that when I made it to the venue, She didn't have any of my colors that we discussed. She decorated in a really, really nasty venue. I have a video of it, if you can.
Of the venue?
Yes, of the venue.
Because you haven't told me what went wrong yet, so let's
Okay. It's for $800. Nasty ass washroom, no tissue. Excuse my language. Clearly no tissue in here. The floors are nasty, dirty as garbage. All back here. The floors is nasty. So I had to come out my pocket and pay the lady that was only supposed to have been doing my suite table to redecorate the whole venue.
How much?
I paid her extra $100.
Okay.
To redecorate the whole venue over.
Okay.
And then I gave my nieces them $50 a piece to help clean up. When I tell you that it was nasty, it
You
was.
didn't show me that.
Oh, I got other
Okay,
pictures.
you have some more pictures?
Yeah,
'Cause
I got
didn't
other
see that
pictures.
on there. I saw a bathroom.
I got other pictures.
That's it.
The floors was buckled all up.
I didn't see that. And
Let
so
me
what?
see if
That's
they-
a structural problem. What would you expect her to do there?
Right here. I don't know if you can see this on page 18. On page 20.
What am I supposed to see on page 20?
The place is dirty.
I don't see the dirt on page 20. Why don't
Well-
you direct me to what I'm supposed to see?
The garbage can.
Where is it on page 20? I don't.
All the way in the back where the water fountain at.
What's wrong with it?
It stinked. And it was nasty and it was
Garbage
dirty.
can stinked. Okay.
And then the venue space. It's supposed
You
to.
had your event, right?
I did have my event.
Okay.
But I had to clean up the venue. If I'm renting out a venue
I
space.
got you $100 so far. What do you want to say, though?
Okay, Your Honor, I want to say my venue was never nasty. I decorated to how she wanted it.
Well, I don't know. You have anything to show she didn't do the?
Yeah.
Because I looked the picture I just saw. I didn't see any gold
Yeah.
now.
So it should have been Tiffany blue and white.
Your Honor, she never complained to me. She never.
And the tables are covered with gold.
Because I
see
had
gold.
somebody
I see
to.
Yes, I had
white
the gold
and-
on there. And
Because-
Your Honor, when she called me. She never complained about anything. When she first called me, she said, Toya, I need another table. I said, okay, it's tables in the back. You get a table in the back. And if she would have said it wasn't no tissue, I would have said the tissue right there next and the next thing. And if she would have complained about decorations, I would have came right there and decorated and did how she wanted to. She never complained not one time. I told her, I said, Irma, I promise you. I say, Irma, I say, if you don't like something, if something not up to your code, I will give you a full refund right now.
30
but you
minutes
cannot
before my
play.
party.
But you cannot party in my place. If
30
you
minutes
want a
before
full
my
refund,
party.
I offered her a full refund.
What's your counterclaim for? $1,200.
Defamation of character,
What she did?
slander in my place. Went on Facebook saying this nasty venue. I would never recommend nobody for
What
this
page
venue.
is that in your evidence? Do you have it?
I have it on my text. I can show you
Okay,
from
tell-
my phone.
I could tell you, look on page 10, Judge Mathis. On page 10 and on page 11. I never said her name. I never said.
She said
no,
my
What
venue.
went? Hold on, man. What went wrong with the party?
After I left from helping clean up and getting everything together and made it back at 8:30 when my party's supposed to start at 7, the party went well.
Okay, good. How can someone interpret her talking about you on this post?
Because she was at my party, at my place, posting up the video and the picture, so everybody know that's my place.
I never posted video on
She
social
tried
media.
to slander me from someone. She said,
But you got to show me evidence. Your name isn't mentioned. Your place isn't even described. There's nothing on here that when the average person reads this, they would say, aha, that was LaToya's business.
we mutual friends with a lot of people. We mutual friends with.
All right, so tell me what someone said. You tell me what someone said to you.
So when the one came and said, well, Irma complained about your business.
One
she's-
who? That's who? One as in, what's the relation to that person?
Her cousin, but she lying though.
Your cousin?
Her cousin, but she lying
She
though.
was at the party too.
She
She was saying, well, I asked
she
her.
was at the party?
Yes.
Well, yeah, we know she complained. Anybody at the party probably knew because she was walking around complaining. If you're telling me
No,
that,
it was on Facebook.
well, then this doesn't prove that. What you show me has no indication that it associates your place or you. So I'm going to deny your slander, but I am going to grant her $100, ma'am.
Okay.
You had that party. You're not going to get a free venue. You're going to get it
I wasn't
free.
looking for
You're
a
going to
free
deduct the
venue.
amount of money that you used to bring it up to your standard. And all that was wrong with it was cleaning. $100 and your claim is dismissed. Have a good day.
Irma,
I
love you.
I love you.
I still love you.
I mean, you know,
That's it.
like I said,
that's
you
it.
like my little sister.
Yes, and
And
that's it. I love you.
Period.